Welcome, Bucs fans, to the All Ears Sports Network. Here's your host, Corey Ears.
Hey, Bucs fans, welcome to the brand new CoreyEars-Buccaneers channel. For those of you that made it over from the old channel, I hope you enjoy the new digs. For those of you that just found us, welcome aboard. This is where I'll be adding only brand new Tampa Bay Buccaneers content. Today, we're going to be looking at the number 15 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. I went through over 40 mock drafts and ranked the prospects most picked for the Bucs. I didn't include any trades and all this because some of those picks went all over the place. But at 15, I had 40 different mock drafts, ranked them all by the most common players, broke down the top 5. Here we go. Up first here at number 5 on the list is a guy widely considered the number 1 cornerback in this year's draft. 22 years old, 6 foot tall, 190 pound, Mansoor Delane. Mansoor, it's Delane, I know that. I hope. He played 3 years at Virginia Tech before transferring to LSU this past season, where he allowed the lowest passer rating of any defensive back in the FBS, and he garnered first-team All-American honors in doing so. He's extremely physical in his jabs and slides and press coverage, and he doesn't shy away from contact at the catch point or in run support. He shows great recognition and sharp closing in on zone coverages. I keep hearing this guy overuses his hands, and that's going to draw penalties. Well, let's just fact check it, because this dude for the entire 2025 season, over 200 snaps, allowed exactly 0 penalties and a paltry 26% completion percentage. That's absolutely incredible. He'll be judged at the combine for not having the longest arms, but I think his other physical traits and his tape show a player any team in the league has a starting role for. Let's move along. At number 4, we've got Kenyon Sadiq. When I saw Sadiq listed in so many mocks, I have to admit it, at first I was taken aback and completely opposed to it. But as I've been researching this, the more I'm opening up to the possibility, and it seems 100% like a Jason Leck move. The offense would be stacked for years with Baker, Habuka, McMillan, Bucky, Sadiq. I'm not getting into the future of the Chris Godwin and Mike Evans situations. Oh, and a side note, the Mike's agent is not happy at all with all the rumors going around right now. If you haven't seen the letter he released, I think yesterday, I'll put a link to it in the comments below so you can see it. It's wow. Anyway, Sadiq is a 20-year-old, 6'3", 205-pound tight end. He's got a skill set which is very similar to one Trey McBride, I would say. He's a little on the smaller side, but again, his tape shows that he plays bigger. Sadiq was named the Big Ten Tight End of the Year, first team Big Ten, and is praised for his acceleration off the line, as well as his overall athletic ability. This guy's got fluid hips, he's deceptive as a route runner, and he has a very good second gear that makes him an elite vertical threat. Another thing that you see on his film is his competitive toughness makes him an effective run blocker in space. Again, the biggest negative I see is he's either undersized as a tight end or he's a really big slot receiver. Even in that, I see him as a matchup nightmare for opposing defensive coordinators because you can mask him in different situations. Usually, if a big non-catching tight end comes in, it's probably a run play. Or if you have the little tight end who only goes out for passes, it's going to be a pass play. But obviously, I can get behind this pick. Let's see who's next. Up at number 3, we've got Keldric Faulk. All right, where to begin with this guy? Physically, he could end up being a generational talent.
Wow.
But I'm on the proofs in the pudding, if you know what I'm saying. This guy's supposed to be an edge DPR. He's 6'6", 288 pounds at 20 years old. Like, he's destined for the interior once he's done developing physically. But beyond that, let's take a closer look at the numbers. One of your major jobs as an edge or a DPR or designated pass rusher is to get to the quarterback, right? Well, in his freshman year at Auburn, he had a grand total of 1 sack.
Huh?
1. His whole season. In his sophomore season, he made a huge step forward. He got 7 whole sacks. That's not too bad. It's not too shabby. 7 sacks his sophomore year, true sophomore. This past season, with 2 years of experience behind him and all the physical ability and potential in the world, he got to the quarterback exactly 2 times.
Wow.
So in 3 years, he had a 1 sack season, a 7 sack season, and a 2 sack season. So 10 sacks in 3 years, and he's supposed to be this otherworldly edge. But at 288 pounds at 20 years old, like, he's going to be a defensive tackle. If he can get some pressure up the middle, that's awesome. He could be the next Aaron Donald for all I know, but I don't know. At 15, to have him play edge is wild to me. As I said it, the cursed word around here, potential. This guy could develop into the next stud disruptor from the interior of the line, but I think we need a different particular skill set. We need pass rush, but we also need a linebacker. We need a cornerback. We need O-line help. Maybe a tight end, depending on what happens in free agency. So, I mean, to me, Keldric Faulk is a pass. Which brings us to number 2, Sonny Styles. First off, great name. I know that doesn't matter, but A+ name. I think a lot of jerseys would be sold. As a draft prospect, he has Dallas Cowboy written all over him to me. I don't see Jerry Jones passing him up at 12 if he's even there at that point, because I could see him going as high as 5. But again, for the purpose of this video, he was in the mock drafts, the second most picked guy. If he is there, take him. But I don't think he will be, but for the purpose of this video, let's dive in. The thing that jumps off the page to me with this guy is his size, speed, and age combo. He's 6'4" to 6'5", close to 250 pounds, and he runs a mid to high 40. He just turned 21 in November. It's interesting, in his first 2 years at Ohio State, he actually played safety. He played sparingly in his freshman year and was inked as a starter as a true sophomore at safety at Ohio State. Before his junior year, he bulked up and switched over to linebacker, where he earned second team All Big Ten honors and a national championship ring. This past season, he had 82 tackles, 6 for a loss, 1 sack, 1 interception, and a forced fumble, on his way to being named first team All Big Ten and first team All American. The fact that I like the most about this kid is he missed 2 tackles all season. Like, this guy's ceiling is sky high, baby. If he's still there at 15, we might be seeing the next great Tampa Bay linebacker joining the crew. It's going to be tough to top that, but let's look at number 1 on the list. The most mocked player to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year at pick number 15 is none other than the defensive end out of Texas A&M by way of the Bowling Green Falcons. The unanimous All-American, standing at, I've seen from 6'2", 249 pounds to 6'4", 255 pounds, Cashious Howell. I mean, yes, the guy had 11.5 sacks this past season. But isn't 255 pounds a little light for the position? Will he be able to hold up to the run at the next level? He screams designated pass rusher. He has 31-inch arms, which is wild to me at a guy of that size. And look, I don't like to nitpick and be negative on these college players. Since they're getting paid, it kind of changes that a little bit. But they're still young guys. I don't like to be too down on them. But in all actuality, just for the sake of argument, do you see this guy becoming more of a Dwight Freeney or more of a JTS? I mean, JTS had 8 sacks as a redshirt sophomore at the University of Washington, while Howell had 9 sacks at the same age at Bowling Green. What is that? I think that's in the MAC. Howell did have 11.5 sacks as a 5th-year senior in a year that he had 3 sacks against Utah State. No offense to those guys. 2 of those were in back-to-back plays, if my memory serves me well. I don't know. If we draft this guy, I hope I'm wrong. But wow, at 15, if Delane, Sadiq, and Styles are all gone, there's no stud interior lineman there, then I say just trade back stockpile picks where Jason Licht has found some dogs before, man. Anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the most mocked players to the Bucs about 2 months before the draft. We might do some more of these, some more player breakdowns. I have a hot take video that I'm working on for this pick, and I don't think a lot of fans will like or appreciate the opinion, but I also think it's worth looking at. So I'll post that as soon as I wrap it up, as well as I've got some new videos for the other channels on the Gators, the Magic, and the General Sports channel. I'll probably do some just individual breakdowns of players in the General Sports. Anyway, all those channels are linked below. I don't know if they're all clickable until I get some content up in there, but I'm working on it. I look forward to seeing your opinions in the comments below, and I look forward to posting more videos on our Bucks. In the meantime, fire the cannons now. Like and subscribe, you bums.